Front offices admit the devil is in the details. While it's not exactly a hard cap, teams are showing little willingness to endure the penalties that come with persisting above that second apron threshold.
That is so true. Shams, thank you very much for the report. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, Joe Ingles is out there with. So it's Minnesota winning this one easy. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time this one wound down.
For my money, an NBA game is
we have great fans here. I like the family atmosphere.
Yeah, management takes it very seriously and so do we.
It's generally just a good vibe.
Right? Sure is. If we do our jobs right, it's great.
What's up for dance night?
I might take home one of the chicken strips from here. I don't know. I was thinking.
But won't those get soggy?
Oh, I got an air fryer. Crisp them right up.
Yeah, you know, that's a good idea. I might have to do it myself.
Right? Right? Isn't that what I said?
Nice to have him be a little more chill around the house.
Oh yeah, I remember how my dog was at that stage.
Yeah.
be like 90% odds?
No,
Oh, good one.
I'm
I got bad news on that athletic wing.
Yeah, hip. 2 months of rehab and no guarantee.
And there are underlying intra-articular concerns.
Well, we should forget about taking the flight for now.
Big game, third row.
Better luck next time.
In 2021, there were 109 international players on NBA rosters.
Pretty close to 20%.
Canada, Australia, France, and Germany make up the top four.
Well, how many countries total?
It was like 39 last year, and it's likely to expand.
I'd like to see each of us try to schedule 2 international games next month. Talk to your teams and let me know how we should spend our time.
What is pizza again?
Definitely get pineapple.
Definitely exciting times,
joke?
right?
No, I love
Developing
it.
our player evaluations to a whole new level now.
I'm just saying if there's an excuse to get over to Spain for some scouting, I'm in.
I hear that. Ball,
Yeah, maybe a little checking out of Picasso's Guernica at the Reina Sofia.
Yeah, have you been there before?
You know, I went once as a
It's
kid,
called
but it's
culture,
been years.
guys.
You should hit the jet skis.
Oh, yeah?
You ever done them?
No.
Gorgeous.
Cool. I saw your report on shooting guards.
The depth chart, you mean?
That's the one. I'm concerned.
And up from Grand Canyon, right?
Yeah.
It's awesome to have eyes on people that could go under the radar, but 4 or 5 of the guys who listed are at school with less than 100 fans in the crowd.
What's it?
Just go for sure. No one's watching, so it's easier to focus.
I don't know if that's true.
Imagine if hundreds of people could hear us talking. Would you be nervous? Would it be hard to think of what to say next? There's a liquid spill in the tunnel. Radio it in.
tunnel gas is a 12-ounce cup that tipped over the tunnel.
Probably the towel. All right, you get the towel.
Oh, someone else will take care of it.
Good work, team.
Yeah, I just had some time off.
Houston won a big game. Great game, though, right?
Yeah. I don't know how you guys watch more basketball on the weekends.
What do you do?
Cooking show marathon. I could watch British people make scones for the rest of my life. Yeah, I really have never watched someone manage to salvage blueberry scone from room temp butter. I'll send you guys some clips.
All right. I'm dubious, but I appreciate your passion.
You ever make fries from scratch?
Once in a while. It takes some time. It's so much quicker when it's
25.
frozen.
$5 difference. That's ice cold. I had no idea.
I feel that. Fresh potatoes say, hey, I was on 2K this weekend.
If you
Didn't
do
see you
make
online."
them, try
Nah,
soaking,
the internet was
then
out.
draining.
Yeah, and then flash fry, dry, and fry again. Get that crunchy outside, tender inside.
All right, cut it out. I'm starting to get hungry. Gotta go get some more seasoning.
I've never been scuba diving. Is it fun?
I think you should try snorkeling first. It's lighter and you're not a strong swimmer. How do you know that? Our family's vacation together once. This one here almost sank the swimming pool.
Okay, that's only because I had just eaten first.
Oh, you gotta wait at least 30, 40 minutes. You can't just dive right in. So yeah, try some light activity first before an underwater breathing apparatus because a mermaid, you are not.
Did you send out tomorrow's itinerary? I was just about to when I get back. What? Jen said she's having second thoughts. True. But the talking heads don't like the 4,000 players. I know the snack needs to be.
Okay, what's that?
Nature walk.
Sounds a bit boring.
Like,
At the viewpoint, and I'll bring the chips. Oh, no, I got it.
Okay, I'm game. Try something new, huh?
okay, but if it's more than an hour, I'm staying in the car. Ride home.
Oh, must be nice. I got that old push mower.
So I was giving some thought about international evaluation.
How long?
The two of you are going to save us almost an hour a week.
Oh, sounds great. Yeah, how's that?
Oh, glad you asked. You'll be making weekly slideshows by continent of our top 5 target players.
Us?
Yeah, you. You want shorter meetings, right?
Use the
So
socket.
exercise, gather, review,
I'll go over it
summarize,
again.
and I'll cap the meetings at 30 minutes.
Why don't we go open up? 5 hours minimum. Hey, at least our needs are
I see the scores of our viewers being consistently pick up above 100.
I would not think that we you haven't, especially the past few seasons.
When you bring reports of top scorers, can you factor that in?
You can, but how would you like that done?
Try not to favor points per game above some of the smaller categories and the intangibles.
I'll schedule more time to watch the game and refer to those factors more in the coming weeks.
Great. Thanks for the attention to detail going forward. And it is great to see what you've been delivering. So, range jobs.
Us at the halftime show doing handstands on a pile of 55 chairs throwing a frisbee to a terrier.
Yeah, well, they have strange jobs too.
Are there any players with NBA experience right now?
Did you hear about the high school classic this weekend?
Or even broadcasting. What a great opportunity for these young athletes.
Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports on this very special day. Let me be the first to wish everyone out there a happy Veterans Day. This is Brian Anderson, joined courtside by Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. Our reporter tonight, Allie LaForce. We are now into November, so let's check in on the standings in the Western Conference. You look at the Jazz, they're slotted in at 9th in the conference, but it's still early in the year.
When I look at Utah, they're really doing their best to rise through the rankings. Time will tell whether they can pull it off.
You know, it's really hard to figure out exactly what's been missing, but there is something missing. It perhaps could be the system they're playing in.
So a look at the starters for the Pacers. At small and power forward, it'll be Mathurin and Siakam. Halliburton and Nembhard make up the backcourt. And it's Toppin in at the center position. And for the Jazz, Kyle Anderson is out there with Yusuf Nurkic. Then it's Lauri Markkanen, then it's Bailey, and it's MP in at the point guard position. Well, Clark, in game 2 of the back-to-backs, players have to be running more on adrenaline than rest.
Clearly there's some fatigue that comes into play, especially for your heavy minute players. That's why your reserve players, the guys on the bench, are so important. because in back-to-back situations, adrenaline's not enough to overcome fatigue.
Goes up at the elbow, and the jumper falls for him. MP's got his second basket on the night.
Getting it done from the in-between area. MP just taking what the defense gives him.
Three-pointer, Halliburton nails it from three.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Here's Utah. They come into this one following the loss to Minnesota.
It was poor efficiency scoring the ball. They needed too many attempts to get their points.
Yeah, and I think they just seem to be a page behind, a step slower out there all game.
Here's Siakam following the bucket by Utah. The three-pointer off the mark.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
And few players are more valuable to their teams than Tyrese Halliburton, Grant.
Yeah, he leads the way for them, B.A. An efficient scorer, elite playmaking, and disruptive defensively. And, of course, he makes clutch plays at both ends. It hasn't been his best quarter. I mean, he's trying to shoot himself out of the slump.
Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one. MP's got 10.
MP showing you the ability to stop on a dime for that pull-up J.
For Indiana, they've gone 1 of 4 to begin this one. Here's Halliburton, and that's good. Off the glass that time. Halliburton's gotten his second bucket of the game.
This team looks to him to score the ball. They feel good when he's taking the shots.
The Pacers pull it in. From behind the arc. Doesn't go for him.
The green light they gave him early should probably turn red. He needs to get others involved. And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Yeah, just hasn't been able to find his rhythm offensively. And that's having a ripple effect.
Here's MP. Utah with another miss. Pacers trail by 5. Now the Pacers on the move. Halliburton, the pass to Toppin. So nice passing by Indiana here. No problem. Problems knocking that one down.
Well, I tell you, Nembhard will take that all day. He's become a pretty reliable three-point shooter.
Anderson finds MP. Back to Anderson. MP outside. Hey, puts up a three. Here's Bailey. Good, and the assist goes to MP.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Matherin. Still without a bucket. Halliburton for three. Anderson pulls it down.
I didn't care for his shot selection that time. He needs to let the game come to him a little bit. Just relax, take your time some.
They get it again. Pass to Bailey. MP up top. Pacers with a rebound. 1:15 left in the first. There's the three. The shot by Nembhard, no good.
Hey, it was a good look, one he normally capitalizes on.
They double him with MP. Jacks up a three. And Indiana misses again. Jazz leading by 4. Inside. Stolen by Siakam. Halliburton with the ball. Picked up by Markkanen. Oh, he powers right through the defender for the dunk. MP against McConnell from 8 feet away, and MP finishes inside. MP's got 12.
MP's been the catalyst for them tonight. Solid leadership from this young man.
And so McConnell will bring it up for Indiana. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
It really just wasn't a fun game for them. Their offense looked stagnant, and they couldn't get anything going.
Yeah, they had no answer for them. They simply got outplayed and outworked.
Collier is out there with MP. Then it's Kyle Filipowski. Then there's Kyle Anderson. And it's Markkanen in at the 3. That's the group for Utah right now. Here's Huff. No made baskets yet. McConnell outside. Misses the 3. Jazz trail by 4. And Grant, while most didn't expect it, last season the Pacers made the second NBA Finals appearance in their franchise's history.
Yeah, B.A., there's so much belief right now in that locker room. They never feel like they're out of a game, and that makes them dangerous.
For Indiana, they've gone 4 for 7 in the second quarter. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. And here's Siakam for 3. Missed it. 5 for 7 from the field.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
And the basket by MP.
Nice work by MP. He gets to a spot and cashes in.
Indiana has gone 0 for 3 from deep to begin the second. Pass to McConnell. Launches a 3. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
Adds to their lead. They've been able to rely on him all night.
Goes up on the wing. And the Jazz tack on 2 more. Now here's McConnell. 11 points in the game. Here's Shepard. Takes a 3. The rebound by Filipowski. On the wing, MP. He's marked by McConnell. A nice shot by MP.
The name of the game isn't scoring, it's scoring efficiency.
Indiana trailing here. Siakam left side. Siakam using his length inside.
Boy, Siakam has been in attack mode, and it's paying off nicely for this offense.
Until Will Hardy calls a timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. A different look for Utah. Nurkic is checked in for Filipowski, and Bailey subbed in for Collier. A big group substitution here for Indiana. Toppin, he's checked in for Pascal Siakam. Benedict Mathurin comes in for Walker. Nembhard, he's checked in for Shepard. And Tyrese Halliburton subbed in for McConnell.
Well, I love MP's mindset. His approach to the game mentally is really impressive. I mean, guys always are chirping at him, but he maintains his composure and doesn't get rattled at all.
Now here's Halliburton. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against the Golden State Warriors.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
And it's the Pacers with the ball. After the basket by Utah.
Talk about confidence. Halliburton oozing with it. No hesitation off the catch and shoot there.
And here's MP from outside. MP drills the 3.
And he's carried them this quarter. A dominant offensive stretch.
2-for-1 opportunity if they can time it right.
Great way to end the quarter.
Mathurin passes to Toppin. To the inside. Right at the free throw line. And Nembhard gets it to go on the assist by Toppin.
Well, Nembhard can definitely make you pay from the mid-range. The defense has to be better.
MP. And again, it's Utah.
Well, I love what he's done in this first half, at least so far. Increasing confidence every time down the floor. You can see it.
And stolen by Markkanen. Whoa, MP getting out in front on the break.
Clutch buckets. He's paving the way as they hit the home stretch.
Three-pointer, Halliburton. Utah grabs the miss. This their first chance to take a look at Indiana this season. And the basket by MP.
Great teamwork on that drive. Punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
MP getting it done for Utah. He was dominant this quarter, scoring in bunches. Time for a quick break, then back to the action.
Greetings, everyone. Let's first take a look at the players of the weekend. On the Eastern side, Trae Young.
Young's offensive output has been off the chart. He's always a high-usage guy, but lately, almost every play seems to run through him, moving the ball with exceptional skill and having no trouble finding shots for himself.
Turning back now to our game, lots of positives in that first half for the Jazz.
I like what they're doing in transition.
Thanks for joining us. Time to head back.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of.
Well, we have a chance to hear from Shams Charania. He's calling in right now. Shams, great to have you on, bud.
Well, guys, a lot of excitement about this upcoming 2026 draft class, but quietly, some scouts voicing early concern about the quality of prospects in the class of 27. Now, there's still time for players to emerge, but expect this to impact the way teams value those picks.
Something to keep an eye on, no doubt. Shams, thank you for the report. And the Pacers, looking at who they've got, Halliburton and Nembhard make up the backcourt. At small and power forward, it'll be Mathurin and Siakam. And it's Toppin in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Halliburton misses.
If they just continue to dominate the boards.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Here's MP. MP making his presence felt.
There's MP getting that orange where he needs it to go.
And for those tuning in, we're about a minute into this second half. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thank you. Pascal Siakam's veteran presence is hugely valuable to this Pacers team. Coach Rick Carlisle said, quote, his experience is really important to us. He doesn't get rattled, his personality stays consistent, but things get frantic in games. He is a calming influence on our young players. Back over to you, Brian.
The cagey veteran. Allie, thank you. Looking back at the start of his career, Siakam only took a year or two to make his mark.
And, you know, B.A., he's just the kind of guy we love watching play. I mean, you know what you're going to get from him every night. Tremendous effort and the ability to impact the game at both ends. He's consistent, reliable, steady, and he can be explosive at the offensive end. Good cut by MP there. Love that aggressive approach.
Here's Siakam on the drive. Siakam finds his look.
He's done everything he can tonight, trying to keep this team competitive.
And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game.
And, you know, with those numbers, he makes a defender hesitant to get too tight on him. I mean, he doesn't want to get whistled for the foul and put this guy on the line.
Halliburton finds Toppin. Siakam outside. And it's Siakam again missing.
You wonder where was the defense that time, but they got lucky.
Here's MP. Indiana with a rebound. It's the last meeting in a 4-game road trip to the middle. Here's Toppin. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in. Toppin's gotten his first basket of the night.
That's exactly where Toppin wants to attack you, inside at close range.
Collier, he's checked in for Lauri Markkanen. Now keeping you up to date on the top rookies this season defensively. Here are the leaders among first-year players in blocks. Third is Ace Bailey. Fourth, MP.
Hey, few guys can provide this type of intimidation this early in their careers. Just two dynamic talents defensively.
Yeah, both of them do a tremendous job of defending at the point of attack, not letting guys muscle them out of position. Forces to be reckoned with for sure.
Siakam outside. Pass to Halliburton. It's good. And give the assist to Siakam. Siakam's got his third assist of the night. Now here's MP. And it's Tyrese Halliburton with the rebound. Mathurin passes to Siakam. The lead now cut to single digits. Siakam's got 17 points.
Yes, certain nights, Siakam takes over. He's been aggressive here from the tip.
Nurkic's shot is good.
And force-feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Jazz leading by 11. Utah moving the ball around. Here's MP. It's rebounded by Indiana. Nembhard outside. To the paint. Back to Halliburton. And here's Toppin from the arc. Rebounded by Nurkic. Nurkic has got double-digit rebounds now in the game.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
Pacers trail by 13. There's 31 seconds left in the third. Halliburton for three. Offensive rebound. Shots good by Mathurin.
And a good job following the play by Mathurin. Effort like that will always be well rewarded.
Fires it. Indiana with a rebound. Siakam's got his 5th rebound in this one. Pass to Halliburton. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Siakam. Siakam's got 4 assists in the game.
Willing passers, unselfish play. You have to appreciate this kind of offense.
And so it's the Utah Jazz, finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. What has them in front right now, by and large, they're taking great shots. We'll be right back. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
And he definitely deserves the award. Reading the defense like a point guard.
Terrific versatility coming from a big man. Not something that the majority of big guys possess.
Utah going with an almost entire new group here. Nurkic is checked in for Filipowski. Anderson comes in for Sensabaugh. Bailey's checked in for George. And MP subbed in for Collier. And a new group getting ready for Indiana. Toppin, he's checked in for Huff. Mathurin comes in for Walker. Nembhard, he's checked in for Shepard. And Halliburton is subbed in for McConnell. Lauri Markkanen out there with Kyle Anderson. Then it's Bailey. Then it's MP. And it's Nurkic in at the 5, down low. That's the group for Utah right now. Halliburton fires. Inside. Halliburton gets it to fall.
Clearly, Halliburton is hunting his shots. He's not picky and knows exactly how to adjust on the mid-range jump shot.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
They were totally in sync on that play. Targeted the pass beautifully.
Halliburton rips down the board. Pacers trail by 14. Jacks up a 3. Rebounded by Markkanen. Utah has got 4 of 7 threes to go so far in this game. MP off on the layup. The Pacers have got 3 of 6 shots to go in this 4th quarter. Here's Siakam. Halliburton outside. Takes a 3. Bailey pulls it down.
He continues to let it fly, but the makes have been few and far between.
And count it.
Well, MP goes through the defense for the score. Wow.
Indiana's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the 4th quarter. Now Mathurin. Here's Halliburton for 3. That's off.
It seems like every miss ends up in his hands. He's been unreal.
Tell you what, those are crazy numbers, guys. I mean, believe me, I was a good rebounder in my day. It is not easy to corral that many boards in one night. Yes, sir, Obi Toppin. Very few better at throwing it down than him.
How about that elevated look on the AT&T Connected Cam?
They came out and had a statement win with their performance tonight. A fantastic effort to get it done here for the Jazz.
All their efforts on the boards ended up paying off.
And just 2 tough rebounding teams, but they gave the extra effort and were rewarded for it.
And with this win, they've tallied up a total of 6 wins on the year.
And with this one all but in the record books, They set the tone in the first of what will be only 2 meetings between these teams.
It sure is. It's just the 2 gamers since they're in opposite conferences, and you can bet they'll take the same approach right into game 2 that they had tonight.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for MP.
A quality offensive outing. When you get it going like he did, I'll tell you, it's one of the best feelings in basketball. Their home crowd has energized them all game. Now they're closing it out.
And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory.
And so MP will bring it up for the Utah Jazz. At one point, they led by 16. Count it!
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
Halliburton outside. It's stolen away. MP 20 feet away and no problem. And so it's Utah easily grabbing this one. Well, this might not have been the most competitive game we've ever seen, but you've got to appreciate that.
An incredible display of shot making and clutch play, MP. As you reach the half-century mark in a win, you look like you are not going to be denied. Was there any extra motivation for you in this one?
No, not when the game first started. I was just trying to let the game come to me. But the more I let the game come, the better I felt. It was like the game made itself at home in my living room.
What does that mean exactly?
It means I was perfectly at home, perfectly at ease, Jennifer Quintana. I knew where everyone was going to be at every moment in the game, like walking around my home at night with the lights off. Other people might get tripped up, but not me, not with this team. I was in total control.
It showed. Thanks, MP.
You're welcome.
Brian, over to you.
All right, thanks, Jennifer. And
We are live. It's a Thursday night presentation here on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Tim Legler, along with our reporter, Allie LaForce. Let's see the stat sheet here for Okongwu.
And the biggest takeaway when you look at his numbers is how good his three-point shooting has been the past 5 games. He's finding the open spots on the perimeter, and when he's getting good looks, Boy, he is not missing.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. The post pairing, Johnson along with Porzingis. Filling the perimeter slots are Daniels and Risache. And it's Young in at the point guard. And for the Jazz, we've got Bailey. Filipowski's out there with Nurkic. Then there's Markkanen. And it's MP in at the 1 spot. Well, it's still early in the season, Greg, but we're getting an idea about which direction teams are headed in.
So true, but so much can change between now and the end of the schedule. So the most important thing at this stage, building momentum heading towards midseason.
Here's Risache. Young with no one around. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. There's MP, and they pick up 2. MP's got the scoreboard going with his first points of the night for the Jazz.
Despite his youth, MP showing grown man strength.
Young from outside. Utah with the rebound. They defeated Indiana in their last game.
I like their aggressiveness in that one. No one's going to give you any. You've got to go out and take it.
That is the way they would like to play every night, but of course each opponent represents different challenges.
And Porzingis throws it down hard.
How about the creativity there from Porzingis? He wanted to make that one sting a little.
That's a great look at that move from the Connected Cam, sponsored by AT&T. Right on the bucket.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Atlanta's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. And now we're being joined by our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's called. In with a good story. Shams, what do you have?
Well, the Atlanta Hawks this summer, adding free agents Nickeil Alexander-Walker and Luke Kennard, this team is now possessing a stacked wing rotation. And with this infusion of playmaking and shooting, guys, they could be pretty tough to deal with now.
Wow, a team to be reckoned with. All right, Shams, we thank you for the report. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Young against MP. Porzingis kicks to Young. A three-pointer is right on target.
These are exactly the type of looks this team wants from Young. He will feel confident shooting off the catch in that area.
A nice shot by MP.
Well, unless the defense adjusts, I don't see any change here. He has flat out taken over this game with his scoring.
Now, here is Young. His offensive numbers jump right off the screen at you. He's averaging over 29 points a game.
Really tough quarter for him shooting the basketball.
They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
And how about this youngster, MP, the concentration to get that bucket even through the contact?
The Hawks trail by 10. Here's Young. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Wow, that is great resilience by Trae Young. An impressive bucket.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And to look at his percentage from the line, you see him at 89%. That's an indicator of what a consistent stroke he has.
Tim, it feels like the bigger the stakes, the better we're going to see Trae Young play.
Well, Kevin, he's had his moments in the playoffs, and he embraces the spotlight, home or away. He won't shy from being the villain. That's the kind of chip he plays with. Well, I think at this point the whole team is pressing, but he certainly looks frustrated.
Hard to believe you could have this kind of a flow. Unbelievable.
And so it's Daniels who brings up the ball for Atlanta. 11-point game. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Sacramento.
And that was a game to forget. You'd like to find some teachable moments, but I think they'd like to just turn the page and move forward.
Well, and the bottom line is they just had too many unfavorable matchups. They could never find a lineup that worked.
Here's Daniels. Really had troubles in the loss to Sacramento. Young for three. Filipowski grabs the board. Filipowski's got 4 rebounds now tonight. The shot's good.
They continue to feed the hot hand, and this kid is putting in work.
The Hawks trail by 13. Young, a good look. Hits the front of the rim and out.
Yeah, and that's a shot he'll make 90% of the time. He just couldn't get it to go right there.
MP, no good. Here's Atlanta now. This their first chance this season playing the Jazz.
And just couldn't make the most of their meetings last year. Ended up splitting the season series.
Well, Ricochet has decent size, and he uses it well that time to put points on the board.
Here's MP, and there's another one for the Jazz.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
And stolen by MP. Bank shot, no good. The Hawks have gone 5 of 12 from the field since the opening tip. And the foul called on MP. That is his first foul of the game. For the Jazz, Filipowski. He's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. George Niang comes in for Bailey. And MP subbed in for George. Then for the Hawks, Gay's checked in. And Zachary Ricochet is subbed in for Johnson. Gay misses. Jazz leading by 9 on the court right now for the Hawks. The backcourt guards are Young and Daniels. And then there's Zachary Ricochet. Then it's Okongwu. And Gay is in at the 4.
And now they've chosen the full court man-to-man.
On the wing, Daniels. The basket good off the assist from Young. Young's got 3 assists in the game. Here's MP, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by MP. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Thank you, guys. Trae Young is getting recognition for his playmaking. He said, I've been top 5 in assists since I've been in this league, but I've been able to score so easily. People consider that selfish at times. I'm not even worrying about what people got to say. I know what I do. Guys, back over to you.
Yeah, tuning out the noise. All right, Allie, we appreciate the report. And it's in there.
Over the course of his career, being able to consistently score on the inside will pay off big for MP.
The Hawks trail by 10. Pass to Rizichet. Markkanen on the double team. Fires the three. And Young with the basket on the assist by Okongwu. Young's got 12 points in the game.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. And Greg, everyone talks about the importance of basketball IQ. Can you win in the NBA with a low IQ team?
Boy, it would be tough. I mean, there's a reason younger teams typically don't win at the highest level. But you need to take those lumps and get that experience and learn from those lessons.
Bailey's checked in for Utah. Filipowski passes to MP. MP with the easy bucket inside.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Young from outside. Rebounded by the Jazz. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. They'll be playing host to Chicago for their next game. And that game closes out the 4-game homestand for them. And here's Young from the arc. Utah with the rebound. Filipowski's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. It seems to be an overlooked part of Trae Young's game, but GA, he's led the NBA in total assists a few times.
No doubt. You initially think about Trae shooting, scoring, but he also runs the offense really well and wants to facilitate.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
And there's the bucket from MP.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
Here's Rizichet. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Kings in Sacramento. Pass to Johnson. The Hawks again can't hit. Utah leading by 11. Here's MP. The rebound by Johnson.
And guys, you've heard of overpassing. Well, that shot was an example of underpassing.
Well, that's just a wasted opportunity.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
And MP throws it down.
That's what you want to see every night from MP. Go up and flush it down.
Porzingis sets the pick for Rizichet. And that one's good. Daniel.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
Jacks up a 3. And the Hawks with another 3. And so it's MP making things happen for the Utah Jazz. He totaled 14 points in the quarter. He's given them all the offense they need right now. Back right after this.
Welcome to this early season edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Before we analyze that first half, we get to check out the power rankings.
You look at the Jazz, they're one of the teams we've hoped would figure it out. Things are clicking right now, and still early enough for them to make something happen.
The way they've melded together as a team, it's been impressive. And now taking a look at that first half action, it was a less than ideal start for the Hawks.
If they think they'll win with this kind of defense, they're tripping. When you give up that many good shots, it fuels your opponent's fire.
You're like gasoline on a flame, I'd say. And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
And, guys, we saw just how tough he can be with the step to the rim. Great job of just attacking that first half.
Nothing in this league more difficult to defend than a well-timed weak side cut.
They've got MP. Kyle Filipowski is out there with Lauri Markkanen. Then there's Bailey. And it's Nurkic in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the group right now for Utah.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion. And that shows the skill level of MP. The pull-up is a tough shot to master.
Now, here is Young. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Young's got 18 points in the game.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
When someone is rolling like this, just keep feeding him. That's just great coaching.
Now, Reza Shea following the three-point attempt by MP. He had a nice open look right there. 9 points in the game so far.
And that is something that Daniels will continue to work on. The key for him, keep shooting it with confidence.
And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. And now let's highlight the deadliest deep threats to come into the NBA this season on our rookie leaderboard. Third is Ace Bailey.
And I think there's a little rivalry among that group of rookie bombers. I know he'd love to see his name all the way at the top of the list. And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Pass to Young. Puts up a 3. Filipowski grabs the board. Filipowski's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. MP passes to Bailey. Here's MP. And it's Daniel.